Hey guys, Galucia here, picking up where we left off in my Civilization 5 playthrough, and I wanted to, as I'm going through this battle, talk about a few different things that some people had said in the comments that I happen to agree with, as far as like what could be done differently and what you should focus on for a military victory. But first I'm going to see how terribly this is going to end up for me. Let me see. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and send them out there. See how bad this turn goes. Okay, so all we lost was the scout, which we pretty much assumed we were going to lose. At least I assumed that I was going to lose them because they're scouts. And they did their job while they were there. You know what I'm saying? The chariot. Shoot that guy in the face. And then my warrior, who's about finished, I'm hoping will win this out. That guy must have 1 HP. That's unfortunate. But my city is back to full strength, and it looks like they might be trying to pull away now. They did back up a little bit. Clearly, my defense is working, and the city of Hamburg is not really in any type of jeopardy. So, at this time, I'll go ahead and elaborate a little bit on... Ooh. See, now these guys are pulling away, but then these guys came back up. Very strange. So, one thing was that I was talking about how I like to have production when I'm doing military so that I can work on producing troops and things of that nature. And although I still think that production is a good thing, I would actually have to agree with somebody that said the most important thing you can focus on is money, because if you have a bunch of gold, then you can just buy troops, you can pay for troop upgrades, and that is, all those things are a benefit. So I would agree with that gold production probably is very important. Another person said that you should set your cities to focus on food. And I'm not 100% sure what the major benefits of that would be. But I'm also not necessarily going to disagree, but I'm not 100% sure where they were exactly going with that. But anyway, so it looks like they don't have what it takes to take out Hamburg, although they are injuring some of my available troops, but it looks like they may be giving up. I'm going to see if I can corner these archers down here, see if we can pin them down, and that would be nice. Trying to get these dudes into my territory. I can upgrade and heal them. But yeah, so his attack on me was futile, but we also didn't necessarily wipe out his army or whatever. As soon as his army got weaker to the point where he was like, oh, this isn't going to work at all, he backed off. So he still has a reasonable sized army himself, which would make my attack of their city very difficult. So if I was going to counterattack at this point, it would have to be after producing a ton of troops, and by then he could have a ton more of troops. So yeah, I doubt that I'm going to be worrying about a counterattack just yet. I don't think that it's in the cards. I still don't have iron, so I can't upgrade them yet. And like I said, I did lose a bunch of troops, so I only have 2 melee ground troops now, and then the 2 chariots plus 1 more that I'm making now. And then that's probably all I'm going to worry about right now. I do want a military victory, but I'm also not keen on rushing into a military victory, especially if I know it's not going to work. And an attack on Copenhagen, even 10 turns from now, is not going to work. So I don't want to set myself up for failure. So like he did by putting those warriors there. I'm not really sure what he was going for there, but they just got jacked up. Boom, dead. Not really sure what he was going for there. So I'm going to continue to work on growing my cities and, you know, being coming to power as best as I can. I am the least progressive person. Oh no, I'm not progressive. I'm going to leave them there for now. Ooh, look who got a promotion. Congrats, sir. You can heal. Put you in our territory. Uh-oh. A barbarian encampment has been spotted. Ooh, maybe I can get some warriors out of that. That would be nice. I will look into that momentarily. So, but yeah, so that's the deal. I'm going to just work on building up my forces and working on the cities themselves so that I'm setting myself up for success. And as soon as I feel like I'm in a better position to do so, then I will go ahead and give those give Copenhagen the business. Although, like I said before, I may go for his city down here first, because it should be the weaker city, easier to take out. He shouldn't have as many forces there, and even if he sends reinforcements, it may be, you know, the plan anyway, the hopes would be that it would be too late. Oh, he wants to give me all kinds of crap. He wants to give me 22 gold, a luxury resource, some horses. That's fine, yeah, because I wasn't planning on attacking it within the next 10 turns anyway, so get some resources, especially the luxury resource, because my happiness was in the toilet. So that's good. It helps my my happiness temporarily. That's why I started building the Colosseum. Can't take over the world if my people aren't happy. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I actually did get a unit from that barbarian encampment, and it wasn't just like a warrior unit. It was a spearman group, so that's really nice because that's what was inside of it. So I guess that's what I get for taking it out. So that's really sweet. Also finished gathering the iron, which connect Zurich and what was the other one? Genoa. So now both of those dudes are my friends. So that's also very cool. And so yeah, so everything, basically all things have improved from that set of whatevers. So that's really good. And the whole plan of me trying to grow and so on and so forth seems to be coming together pretty nice. I really love research, even if I'm going for a military victory, because getting that military tech is always a good thing. As soon as this is done, the Colosseum, though, I am going to get to work on the Great Wall. As going for a military victory, I absolutely feel like I have to have the Great Wall because it keeps someone else from getting it. And the problem with that is that it just makes them so hard to attack. You know, it's not so much about me being concerned with the fact that, like, I need it for defense purposes. It's more to do with the fact that I just don't want someone else to have it for defense purposes. So I like to build the Great Wall as soon as it's available, and I'm just hoping that nobody beats me to it. So Berlin has a pretty good production, so that's who's going to go to work on it. By the way, I realized that my currency right now is abysmal. You know, it's just there wasn't enough going on for me to really do anything about that, but that's why I'm researching currency. So as soon as this is done, the shrine basically, and then eventually when they finish the library, I plan on working on the markets and stuff like that to try to increase my gold. I mean, you know, going for a military victory, I need to have lots of military forces, and they're expensive. So it is what it is. I can finally upgrade these guys, though. Bow, swordsman. Okay, I made the Great Wall. That's what's up. So now Berlin has way better defenses, and nobody else can make it, which, like I stated, is the main reason for it. But somebody else made the Terracotta Army, which is another thing that I really like to have. if I'm going for a military victory. So we gained one thing as far as taking it away from my enemies, but now we don't have the Terracotta Army because of that. But c'est la vie, gain one thing, lose another. It's not a terrible trade-off. The Golden Age has ended, and we are now at -4 for our gold intake. That's getting worse and worse. Okay, so what I decided was to take a hard look at my tree here. I don't normally like to go way ahead of myself and then leave other things like way behind. And I know that I need gold, which would require me to train for guilds. But what I really want is gunpowder, because that's going to give me the musketmen, very strong, and the Himeji. I always screw up the pronunciation of that. But it's going to give me that castle, which is good, again, for a guy that's going for a military type thing. And the sooner I can get the musketmen, the better I feel I'm going to be in this dog race for military tech for taking people out. And in the meantime, that will also give me a trebuchet, which is obviously very useful, and the long swordsmen, which are very useful. So I really feel like doing that tree for now is where I want to be. And then after I get done with all that stuff that's selected, then I can go back to some of the older things that are going to be like way behind. So for right now, my biggest focus is just fixing my gold situation. So as soon as I can get the gold situation better off, then I'll feel like I can start working on troops again and stuff like that. Because as of right now, it's -4. And if I build more troops, then it's going to go even farther into the negative. It's just going to be a spiraling issue. So, oh, wow. I have the world's most well-fed people. How about those bananas? Maybe I'm feeding them bananas. I'm not. I don't have any banana farms. Yes. I would like to be friends with Nebuchadnezzar. It's good to have at least somebody on your side. And I feel like he's an underdog. And if I go to war, if I decide to go to war with this dude, I know Nebuchadnezzar will jump in, because I don't think they like each other. I have a sneaky suspicion. Ooh, he wants open borders, though. Yeah, that's okay. I mean, you going through my borders isn't that big of a deal. I'm not really blocking him from getting anywhere, so. And then that way I could actually go see what he's got going on. It might be worth it, because all of this is still cloudy because I couldn't get through his borders. Now I can. So might not be a terrible idea to take one of my mounted dudes, like the chariot guys, and just do some exploration. Why not? They're not. I don't need them to fight anything at this exact moment. Keeping an eye on this jerk, but as of right now, it seems to be okie dokie. All right, so finish the market, evened out our gold to +0, which I don't think is a real number. And then, what did I want to do? I wanted to do the circus. Yes, I wanted to do a circus everywhere so I can get the Circus Maximus, which will really increase my happiness. And I found that when you're going for a military victory, because you keep taking over new cities and stuff, that it can really hurt your happiness. So without overly focusing on it or being like obsessed with that, I try to pay attention to my happiness and keep it in line. Alright, so they finished their market too. Now I'm up to +8. So we're definitely getting a lot better off right now in the gold. It could obviously be way better, but still, I mean, that's a start. So not too shabby. Oh, and we spread to the iron down here, so I can grab that as soon as they're done building the farm. Barbarian encampment discovered. They keep popping up down there. More and more barbarian encampments. Well, like I said before, I am completely okay with that, because there's the potential to get a troop from that, because I got the I got my spearmen that way, so that's what's up. So we'll go take them out really quick. Plus you get a little bit of culture from it. Your units get some experience. Those spearmen are about to get promoted, and the swordsmen are kind of close. They're already both these guys have been promoted twice already, so either one of them would be really good to get them another promotion and beef them up a little bit. I'm all for it. Hey, look at that. I can get 50% more experience right before I send those guys to attack the barbarians, so that's what's up. Completely finished that tech tree now, or tech tree, that Yeah, culture tree, I guess we'll call it. Wow, somebody just now found a pantheon. That's pretty ridiculous. Way behind the times there, buddy. Is that a ruin? Oh, okay. Well, it definitely was a ruin at some point, but it's long since gone now. Whoa. Hold on, before I send them to attack. I actually want the spearmen to attack to see if I can get them to level up. Oh, they're... Oh. Well, okay, whatever. And we didn't get anyone new for it. Alright, so I'm taking notice of the fact that a spearman has just showed up. So I am going to have my little show of force here, have all those dudes lined up and ready to go. Not doing too bad. The money is a little bit better. The happiness continues to suffer. I'm continuing to work on it, but, I mean, there's only so much you can do, and I'm doing it. But, my original goal of trying to do 50 turns per episode is proven to be very difficult, although in this one I think I did more than 50 because the last one I didn't do 50, and I'm almost up to turn 150 now. So, not too shabby. I'm kind of catching up, like I'm making up for it on this one. I skipped around a lot because on this episode, the war was quickly dispatched with, and then from that point on, it's just like, okay, well now I'm just trying to build up my forces, so on and so forth. So there isn't a whole lot to do. So, oh good, these guys declared war again. I want them to keep poking at each other, and I'm gonna swoop in when I can manage it. So I got these guys working on a road, which I know hurts my gold. Hey, great profit. What's up? Goo-doo-doo-doo. But yeah, I know that hurts my monies, but it is what it is. I still think it's the proper choice to go with. And let's see here. You know, I hate building walls, but I just feel like Hamburg is in such a vulnerable place that they should have a wall. Oh, when did that sprout up? That's random. One thing at a time, religious guy. Okay? One thing at a time. Yeah, he's got horsemen now, and I see 2 of them, and I'm not really crazy about that. Put my pikemen over here, because horsies don't like the spearmen, I should say. Alright, so let's found a religion. First of all, Judaism for the symbol, naturally. Okay, that's not a bad idea. Gardens are easy to make. It'll help me with my happiness issue. I know it's not the one that everyone would go with, but that way I have one for production, I have one for gold, I have one for happiness, so it's a nice, well-rounded religion. So, boom! Judaism. That's what I'm talking about, people. And it shouldn't be too long before that starts to spread. I don't really see any other religions on... I don't think there's any other religions on this continent. I might be the first religion founded on the continent, oddly enough, since I wasn't really focusing on religion that hard. So, being that that's the case, it should start to spread around, and that will really help me to... why did they stop? Oh, no. The barbarians are nowhere near them. Is there an unseen force over here? That has me concernicus, I'm not going to lie. Let's see what happens. Final turn, and then I'm going to end it. Not quite to 150, but this episode is running long enough, so... Got our physics. Trebuchets for the win. Trebuchets are good. Ah, those jerks are... Oh! They're probably going to get it. I was hoping to get a... Well, I'm at least going to help and get some experience out of it. If nothing else, I can get some experience. It looks like they're trying to snag them. That sucks. Well, anyway, so that's the final update. That's what's going on. Not too bad. We did get the religion there right at the end, so that's nice. Steel in 14 freaking turns. That's the only thing that's killing me right now is how long it's going to take to research what I want, but at the end of it, it's going to be pretty sweet. So, not too bad off, and we'll pick up right here where I'm leaving off for the next episode. I'll see you guys next time. Later.